Hey you guys, I know it's been a long time. I know you guys are like, where is she? She said she was gonna do an update and all that. So I'm back with, I'm basically about to be 8 weeks post-op. So I mean, not 8 weeks, 9 weeks post-op. So if you guys would like to see all the deets and the real and the specs, the positive, the negatives, just stay tuned. But first, all that, I just wanted to show you guys these beautiful flowers I received from Rose Forever. Look at them. Them are so pretty. I love the color. I originally wanted black, but they out of black, so I opted out to do gray. And it came in a velvet like round case, and they are gray. I think those are so, first of all, they smell so good. I really don't even like perfume type smells. And excuse my voice, my voice is gone. For some reason, I don't know. I feel like it's my dad's apartment because I'm in town setting up my boutique or whatever. Actually in my boutique right now. Make a separate video next time I come back and give you like a mini tour. These roses were in 2019. And they are also specialized in luxurious bouquets. So they have all types of bouquets, you guys. They have the round, they have the smaller one, they have the bigger version. They have like multiple different colors of flowers. They are really cute, you got website. And I was like, oh my God, like if you're really a flower girl, then this will be perfect for like a bedroom or like a setup like this. Like I have a little black table right here, but I'm using it for my phone stand right now. But this is gonna sit right here. And it's going to be so cute with my little setup, you know. Natural, preserve the actual flower, hand-picked by professionals. So this is not them going to pick it themselves. They actually have professionals who do it. This come in round or square shape, and they also have 3 sizes. So they have the small, the medium, and also the large. They even have black, gray, they have gold. And what they do to color the roses, so the roses don't have to go through a lot, and they are professionally done. So if you guys are interested in this as a gift, or like I said, a house decoration, or maybe you have a boutique and you want to do something cute and chic, you could go ahead and purchase these. I'm going to leave the info in the description box. I'm going to leave the website in the description box, so if you guys are interested, just go ahead and head over. And also, I have a discount code. I know everybody loves discounts. I know I do. So I have a coupon code that I'm going to have to put like right here or right here. And you guys, it gives you $15 off, 15% off, $15 off. So if you guys are interested, go ahead and use my coupon. And they have an array of colors. So go ahead and check them out, guys. You guys were wondering where I was, but the reason it took me a long time is because, one, I was healing, and it's like a lot of people or a lot of you don't understand that it's really a healing process. Like, it's not just you get surgery, you hop up, and then everything is okay, you know. Deleted my notes, tell you off the top of my head. So basically went by myself, and a lot of people were on my head because I went by myself. And you should always have somebody with you, because just in case you don't have a nurse, which I didn't even have a nurse. I could at least had a nurse. I didn't stay in a recovery house or anything like that. Like I said, I went by myself. So you should always have somebody with you, and make sure you take somebody who's really supportive, because if not, it's just gonna be like a clash, and they're basically gonna be there for nothing. I hired a nurse, in the day after my surgery, my appointment was supposed to be at 6 o'clock, and she basically texted me at 6:30 and was like she couldn't come because she was in a car accident. So I had to like get into some Texas groups and get into groups where a lot of surgeons were from Matamoros, and I had to like literally ask around and ask who did massages, because I was just asked out. Like, it was like so much fluid that had to come out, and I was just like, oh my God, I was panicking. I was there for ladies. I found a lady, she came at 9 o'clock at night, and then the next lady came the next morning. They were awesome. They were really nice. A lot of people were asking about the surgery, so I went. They told me to be there at 7 o'clock, so I got to Matamoros. I crossed the border at like maybe like 6:50, and it's literally like 5 blocks from border, and I'm like 5 blocks across, like in the US. So basically like I'm 10 blocks away from my When I got there, they were really nice. Took my money. They had me fill out forms, and like I showed you, like a little small waiting area. Then I went back. They hooked me up. They took my weight, and then like back, they walked me back really quick. Like I got back to the table, and then how do you want it? Like, where do you want it marked? So I'm telling them, I'm like, I know I don't have a lot of fat. So basically take all my fat from right here and put it right here. Because I always had hips, but like I said, I had hip dips. So they were like sunk in. And I was like, I know I'm not going to have a big butt. I don't want a big butt. I really just want a silhouette. You know what I'm saying? So they took all the fat from me and they sculpted me in the back and they filled my hips. And like I said, it's like really, really, really natural. It took like an hour, maybe an hour and a half. I'm really not sure. In and out. And I was like, can I eat? And they were like, you have to move first. So then they came back again and they checked on me. I really love Medica HG because they were really like attentive. They checked on me and just making sure I was okay, making sure I could move my feet and all that. They gave me a bath and I had got really nauseous and I was like, ugh, and I was sitting down in the shower like, what? And I know a lot of people in the US, they don't take a shower until afterwards. They gave me a shower like 2 hours or an hour and a half, 2 hours after my surgery. And I was like, I feel nauseous. And then he just kept asking me, I'm okay. And I was like, I feel really nauseous. So he started spraying me down with cool water. He was like, I'm gonna go across your face, like he warned me. And that felt good. The worst thing was not the surgery, you guys. The worst pain ever is the massages. I know you guys have watched a lot of videos just like me, and I tried to prepare myself. There's no preparing yourself for that first massage or that second massage. I was in there crying like a baby, you hear me? And they were just like, it's almost over, I'm so sorry, this is the hardest part, blah blah blah. One thing you're going to have to know is you're gonna go through a lot of fajas to be able to find the perfect one for you. Like, I guarantee the first faja you buy, you won't really like or it's not gonna fit. So they have fajas there. I recommend you just buy the faja from them and then you will know what size you wear, because I done been through like 10 fajas. I'm over exaggerating, but I low-key done been through like 5 fajas for sure. And it's still like, one's too big, or I get a medium and then it gets too big. So what I would say is find a good one, like a size up, and then when you go down, start getting it tailored instead of buying a bunch of fajas. I feel like maybe you should have like 2 or 3 at most. Use that I took with me, I didn't use a lot of my robes because I was just uncomfortable, so I just slept in my fajas. I didn't use the female urinal. I just squatted, but I know a lot of people use the female urinal. Make sure you have bromelain pills because I didn't have those, and that helped with swelling a lot. Make sure you have pineapple juice. I just couldn't sleep in those compression socks, and I was just like, yeah. And I kept getting swollen in the face because I just couldn't wear them. Like, they were aggravating me. I don't sleep with socks ever. Like, they always end up kicked off. So make sure you wear your compression socks. What I will say is get the silicone tape for the marks, because I have marks under my boobs. They went in through my belly button, but you really can't tell. I have marks right here. I have marks on the top of my butt cheeks. I have marks under my butt cheek, and then I have one mark right here in my back. And they're not big, but you know, like, if people know about surgery, they're going to know that. What I would say is, a lot of people say get bio oil, Mederma oil, and silicone tape. I have not yet got the silicone tape, but I am going to. And you just put that on there, and somehow it like helps you heal. It helps the scars lighten up. So definitely gonna do that. A lot of people are gonna go crazy. Oh, you crazy. Oh, you went to Matamoros, Mexico, and you did it was so cheap. I'll be scared of that, blah blah blah. I already said it for y'all. Boom, there you go. So kind of special actually, because the regular price now that I'm seeing on their Instagram page and on their private little group for just the girls who's interested or already had surgery with them, I've been seeing like $3,500. So that's kind of like a regular price in Miami, but they post specials like randomly, or like holidays, like Mother's Day special, summer special, 4th of July special, those type of deals. So be able to see those because they'll post it like a week later on their Instagram page. So I recommend you guys join the private page. Link, it's a Facebook group, so you have to have Facebook. $1,995 for my surgeries. Another thing I would say is, if you don't or you can't afford the aftercare which is like buying extra faja. You might need a whole new wardrobe. Massages, if you can't afford those massages for 80, 60 to $100 for massages, then you just need to wait until you can afford it, because it gets really expensive. And I'm just glad that my surgery was so cheap that I still came out cheaper than others. But like I said, they're defensive. I did not know, and that I learned afterwards, is that 4th week, baby, in that 5th week, your skin, my earring came out, your skin is gonna be itching so fucking bad because it's healing from the inside. You gonna be going crazy. You better get you some Aquaphor, like the healing, the little blue and white tube. You better get you some Aquaphor, get you some type of oil, massage oil or something, because baby, that shit is crazy. Like, I feel like a crazy mad woman how bad I was itching. It was like, and it was mainly right here, like on my lower back. It was like, still to this day, it was like I wanted to dig my fucking skin out. A couple weeks ago, I was taking a shower and I just got really, really bad sharp pains like on the side right here. And I was like, whoa, like, what the fuck is that? Like, I was so scared. I got the yelling people name, like, oh. And then I went out like the next day and it did it again, and I like kind of fell over on the person that I was out with, because I was like, what the fuck? Like, I hope I'm not gonna get this all the time. But it happened those 2 times. It happened last week and a couple weeks ago. And after that, it's fine. But I will still get like sharp pains. You can tell I'm not wearing my faja. I wore my faja like 23/7 for like 4 weeks, which probably was like a week ago, because I just wanted to make sure I was good. And like I said, I'm small, so my swelling kind of went down fast. Like after my 3rd massage, I wasn't even swole like in my back that much. I might not need as many massages, but I still self-massage every day with a wood roller. And then I have a regular roller in Atlanta that I use. So I massage every day. I make sure I put my Matamoros oil every time I get out the shower on my marks. You call and tell them that you need wheelchair assistance because you won't be able to walk and you don't want to stand in that line. So get whoever you're flying with, call ahead of time. Don't call the day before or the day of. Call like a week before and let them know that you're going to need wheelchair assistance. Still to this day, I sit on my bobby pillow. That's I try not to sleep on my back. They say 6 weeks you may be able to sleep on your back. Lately, it's like I'm sleeping on my stomach. Child, I be waking up on my back now, and I try not to do it. I started this outfit I wore before, and then I tried on the other day. I was like, wow. Like, I always say hips, but when I say, baby, them hip dips was bad as fuck. Like, what else? On the plane ride home, you want to make sure you get up. Especially if it's a long plane ride home, you want to make sure you ask them for an aisle seat. If you didn't get one, like before they board, just be like, hey, can I get up? Be like, can I get an aisle seat? Because I'm gonna have to get up a lot. And that's what I did. And they gave me an aisle seat. Sure, you getting up like every 15 to 30 minutes, because you're just gonna be fresh. So you don't want blood, or you get blood clots or anything. You want to have your blood flowing and circulating. So that's why you need to get up on a plane and walk back and forth. Even if you just walk up the aisle and back, or you walk to the bathroom and back, you need to make sure that you are getting up every day or even twice a day. Like the person that one of the people I date, they were making me get up. Like, get up, you gotta walk. If you don't walk, your body is gonna get tighter. It's gonna take longer to heal. And I was just like, oh my God. But when I tell you, like the 2nd week I was good. The first 3 days I was straight, but like the 4th through like maybe the 2nd week, it was horrible. Like, I couldn't figure out how to sleep. Lipo and foam boards, like, it was just crucial. It was like so bad. I could not sleep. I was about to cry. So I literally just used a tank top and a faja. Make sure you wear a tank top under your faja, because you're going to get faja burns. And make sure you don't wear it so tight. Don't get an extremely tight faja. I know everybody think that, but the doctor shapes you, not the faja. Yes, but not like to really press on you and like have you not breathing, because you're going to get marks on you and you're going to be looking crazy. You're going to be mad because now you got more marks that you need to lighten up. They marked me right before I laid on the table, and they marked my hips, and then they marked the top of my butt. And I was like, whatever you do, the little fat that I do have, make sure you put it in my hips, and then next put it in my butt, because I really just want my hips. And that's exactly what they did. Is that you can't get an appointment and you can't get booked without having a video call with them. Like, you can't just be like, oh, I want surgery, and they like, okay, let's book you. Let me see your pictures. No, you actually have to talk to them. Is no, oh, we're about to send you pictures and we finna book you. No, you really have to talk to one of their medical advisors, and it's like 2 or 3 main doctors who are medical advisors who would be doing my surgery. That was wrong. What it was she was there my whole surgery. She did not do my surgery. So that's another thing I kind of don't like, is just like, what the fuck? Like, and then I was asking her, I kept asking, like, who is my doctor? And they're like, oh, Melissa Ponce is your medical advisor. I'm like, all right, y'all trying to play me like I'm dumb. Like, okay, I understand she's my medical advisor. Who's going to be performing surgery on me? Like, what are you talking about? If I was like, if I found, well, no, what I did is I went up, and when they was taking me to the back, before they took me to the operating room, they had me sitting in the back where, like, right before you get ready to go to the operating room, and they had a big board on there, and it basically had the doctor's names, and it had like the patient's names for the week. So I looked up, I seen my name, and it said medical advisor Melissa Ponce, and then it had 2 other doctors, and I believe one of the doctors' names was like Garcia or something. So whoever's Garcia is the one who did my surgery, but I felt safe because they never gave me any issues. I originally was scheduled with another doctor, and he just had too many bad reviews, and Matamoros as well, and I was just like, nah. Last minute I switched. And I was like, nah, I just don't feel comfortable. I don't feel safe. With Medica HG, everything just felt comfortable. And the fact that you can't just send pictures and they book you was like a plus. Like, you really have to talk to them first. She was really sweet. She checked on me the whole time. I was waking up because they sedate you in Matamoros, Mexico. So I was in and out. And every time I was out, and every time I woke up, I seen her. So like she said she was going to be there the whole time. She actually was. They woke me up and was like, we're about to turn you. And then they woke me up and was like, oh, you look so nice. They showed me my pictures, but I was just so in and out. I was like, can you send them to me? And I was like, can I eat? And they were like, yeah, you're going to be able to eat. You just have to get your feeling back. And after that, then you can eat. You have to let the anesthesia wear off a little bit. I'm trying to think of something else. Like I said, I paid for my transportation beforehand. So they picked me up from the airport. They took me to my Airbnb. They took me to my pre-op where I had to get my blood drawn and fill out some paperwork. Then they took me back to the Airbnb. Then the next day for surgery, they picked me up, took me over the border again. And then they left, and then they came back when it was time for me to leave. After my surgery, they took me back, and then when it was time for me to go home, they took me to the airport. So all of that was like 180, and they were really nice. They were like, is it anywhere else you needed to go, blah blah? And I was like, no, y'all, I was Ubering. I was just like instead of me using them who I paid for, I paid more money. But I was just like they already got 20 girls, they going back and forth, they already tired, even though I paid them. I just was like, nah, y'all good. If there's anything else you would like to know, just leave them in a description box, because I'm really upset that I can't find my notes. Like, I literally don't know what I did with my notes, and I'm pissed off about that because I had way more. It was something about my throat that I didn't like. I think like my throat got hoarse or something like this with hip dips. It's like a big chance that they won't stay. That's why a lot of people get round 1s and then they go ahead and get round 2 and 3s. But let me tell you, if these hips go away, baby, that's just how they were supposed to be, because I'm not going through this no more. Guys, I already knew it was gonna be cool because you still got the anesthesia in you like kind of high, like, oh, I got my body. But when that started wearing down, maybe in that 3rd and that 4th and that 5th day, up until like 2 weeks, it's horrible. Like, it's hard to sleep. You know how they tell you to get lipo and foam boards? I literally could not sleep in those with my thigh. It was really like crucially hurting. Like, it was painful to the point where I started getting marks. And yes, I had on tank tops under my thigh. So I was steady getting marks with the tank top on and the compression boards and ab boards. So I wrote Medica HG, and I was telling them, they was like, yeah, just don't wear them because you don't want any scarring that you really can't get rid of. Like 3 times maybe. And after that, I was just like, I can't do it. Basically, your body going through trauma, and it's like, what the fuck is happening? And then they have to push it out. So you can't tell me that that's not gonna hurt. It hurt. And for that, don't think it's gonna be easy. Would I recommend a recovery home? Yes, but I recommend you do your research. put it on a bathing suit and show you, but I'm going to leave my Instagram below, and you guys can go check out my Instagram and see how I look. It just like, I never really wanted a big butt. That's what people need to understand. Let me see. So right here, you guys, it was like real bad. Like, I can't even push it. It was real bad. And then this is the side view. So I got a little cuff from the side. And then this is the back. See, I always said this right here, hips, but this used to be something like really bad. So yeah, that's that. The thing about it is, I didn't have a lot of fat. Like, I was 125 and I was eating so much stuff. I was taking macaroon, I was eating a bunch of sweets, I was eating tropical smoothie shakes, I was drinking protein shakes, I was eating cashews, peanut butter. Like, I was going in. And when I weighed myself a week before, I was 130. I was dead crying, like, oh my God. And my friend was like, calm down, like, it is what it is. You wanted this. Like, at the most they can do is sculpt you, and you know, they can make it look like you have a bigger butt. So when I got there, I was 135. I was so excited. I was like, oh, I gained 10 pounds. Don't go too overboard, because you know it's gonna be hard to lose. So you don't want to be like, oh, I'm trying to gain 30 pounds, and then when you gain 30 pounds, it's gonna be hard to get off, because they're not going to be able to use literally all your fat. You see what I'm saying? No matter what size or height I am, because once you do that, it's going to be hard to lose the weight. And then when you gain weight, your butt is going to gain weight. So say you get a big old butt, and then a year later you gain weight, it's just going to be too much. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I was pretty happy with the 10 pounds I gained. I was pretty happy with what they did with the 10 pounds that I gained. Would I go back to them? Yes, I absolutely would, because I felt really safe. They catered to me really well. They were really sweet. Like I said, they never act like I irritated them or gave them any problems. And they gave me like a little care bag with like gauzes and my medicine, and it was something like something else like that. But after a while, clemdicillin, some shit like that, they gave me that, and after a couple days I didn't take it. We'll say you're not gonna want anybody to touch you. A faja with a zipper, so you can just unzip it and use it instead of unbuttoning it and taking it out every time you have to use it, because I'm telling you, you're gonna get annoyed. So every faja I have the one that unzips. What most people don't know is that they fill your butt when they're doing a fat. They put saline in it too, which is like some type of water to make it inject easier and to flow easier. And then on top of that, it's swole. So you got the water, and you also got the swelling from them doing the surgery. So you're thinking that's the size it's going to be, and it's not. Also, trust the process. Please trust the process. Don't be crying the next day telling me, oh, it don't look right. Oh, is that too little? Oh, it's too big. You literally have to trust the process, and you really don't see real results until the 3rd month. A lot of surgeons say you need to wait at least 3 months to really see your results. I can show you guys, but I'm also constantly changing. So it's like, that's what a lot of people don't understand, is that your BBL constantly changes. Okay, from 6 months to a year, that's when you see your real results. After my surgery, I've still been drinking protein shakes. I'm not going as hard because I don't want to gain a lot of weight, but I am making sure I drink my protein shakes, and I'm also taking my macaroon 2 times a day. Got my surgery at Medica HG, Matamoros, Mexico. You also want to keep your BBL pillow with you at all times. Right now, I'm almost 9 weeks. Right now, I'm not, because I left it at the house and was too lazy to go back in and get it. But I'm about to be 9 weeks, and it's kind of like hurting me. So make sure you drive and you sit with your BBL pillow. Another thing that I forgot to mention is, when crossing the border in Mexico, you cannot carry more than $10,000 on you. So make sure you have less than $10,000 on you, because they will seize it. Like I said, it was swelling, and you lose 30% of your butt and hips. So yeah, guys, contact Medica HG. Make sure you tell them I sent you. They probably won't know me by my YouTube name, but maybe they'll notice, like, if they go to my page or something like that, because I don't want to give my government name out to everybody in the world. You guys, I hope I answered as many questions as I could. I know I was all over the place, But yeah, I will come back maybe like month 4 and show you guys. Stop thinking that you have to get this expensive, extravagant faja because you're thinking that it does is compresses you. That's all it does. So if you guys have any other questions, just feel free to DM me. Contact them if you're interested. And that's that. See you guys in my next video.